that's going to be potentially cancelling out. That is a ton of chip damage. I mean, players are low as anything cages to play around, potentially anchored towards the back of the sides, and shots going wild. Texas just rolling retreat all the way back, claiming multiple lives while he's at it. Leaves it just down to Kesnet and popping towards the back. Aspas gearing up. Cerebral player in terms of the way he wants to take these fights, and he's doubled up alongside Mazzino. It's an easy one for him. Popping now left into an impossible spot. Just with that Sheriff looking to see if he can get his way back out, but just caught on the tail end of things here. MIBR off to a strong beginning.
Chip damage was unbelievable there.
That's crazy with the shock darts.
The shock darts caught a couple of players, and then the Astra and the Cypher do have a lot of opportunity to just stand their ground on site.
Sure.
I mean, here's the double trip setup, double cage setup.
They're very orchestrated, honestly, and Tech seems to have full awareness of what's going to be happening. Big crash in your face. Doesn't really matter. Weapons in the hands of these MB players, not enough to really get through any sort of opposition. Tech's just definitive in terms of the way he's holding this one down. Not much in the way of threats here, and a flash overhead. Perfection.
A little more spread.
Dangerous work, that. That's 140 still. The shield wasn't intact. Kesnet would have been a goner. Gives him access towards it. Deep push and punished. Yeah, going toe-to-toe against the final boss. What you come to expect here. Verno as well, quick cleanup over towards mid. Inspire no longer a threat over towards it now. Extra's turn to try and take a fight with a flash, but anti-position played. Big dart in as well. These players are finding it difficult to get through because it's all on board here. MB, take a fight forward.
With Inspire on the lurk rather than coming with them into the site.
Util being used. Dash proactive here from Aspas. Going to be that dart towards his back. Clone forwards as well to absorb up most of that trip and chewing them up still into the cages. Blind firing from MIBR, and they're going to see if they can wiggle their way out of this one. Cloudburst on Cloudburst! No way! No! Aspas to playground on the site for a player like him, and he is not. The smoke goes either way, these drones, but this is fast and loose now. MIBR grouped up.
They haven't got plant down.
No, not yet. There's pressure mounting all over the place here. That's spike drop down. Verno just weaving in and out, using the cover of their own pit just to be a menace here. Play the rest of the team in. Tex lights them up. 2 kills for him. And all that pressure. Envy still no plant down. 2 players. Rossi and Inspire wondering, what can they do in a spot like this? There is that flank pressure.
Aspas has been watching it. Aspas has been watching it for the last 15 seconds.
The whole time, but he's just turning away. And that is timing. There's 2 players at the backs here. This is a massive play. Ready and waiting. Rossi activates, but Aspas right there to return that fire.
Can Inspire make use of this opportunity?
Nice popped off. This is going to be fast now. Just attempting to punish Aspas in your face. Not much you can do. On order. Second. As low as anything, though. Just had to tank that snakebite just to not stand out into the open. Blind! Oh, my goodness. Help arrives. Verno and Mazzino. Stars of the show and around.
Absorbs the drone pressure and allows Mazzino and Verno to get played in.
Nice! Thoroughly spotting out 2 players out towards it as the drift fades away. Oh my God, Mazzino. Just on it, man. Rest of the players also falling shortly afterwards. Rossi towards heaven has got to get something done, but again, these fights are just awkward in terms of the manner that they're taking them. Mazzino is the one to steal the show and around like this. Inspire. No bullets, no problem. Armor, anything like that. Not even too much util to overhead with the flash. Pop in. He's a high ground perch there. Kesnet! Oh my! Just shreds them to pieces. Stinger in hand.
It's a good one for the stats.
Yeah, it is.
And also for building up the ultimate.
The ultimate.
Which could be a game changer. Especially as we're looking forward to a bonus round.
Where's he off to?
Not
he just wants the plant money?
Trying to get the plant money. Is he even going to be able to get there in time?
Yeah, he does, just. But
12 seconds left.
Not too sure.
Oh, it's just expired.
Just expired as they go for the hit. Perfect timing at it. Tries to dominate again that choke point angle. Fights taken. Rossi. Significant damage. Kills found. Is laving it into the 3v3. Deep push by Aspas, a bit unorthodox from a player like him. He's alone going at it, but he does have that dash to see if he can get out, but still eager to lay claim to their lives. Inspire's got to do it now with a stinger. Could potentially acquire that upgrade with the Bulldog, but very difficult situation. Smoke's in your face. You know the backside's compromised and time ticking away from you. Everything watched for, so MIBR will find this comes up as an ult as well to try and play for this one. Dart towards the back, and Kesnet's just going to try and stay alive. Tags potentially there. Shield up, Kesnet just trying to square up. Will find it. Can't get the second, but Inspire! More than ready. Plays it off perfectly in Extra Bucky. Verno shuts it down still. Spam onto the angles. MV know what's up. Inspire is on one in a round like this. Spike was dropped down. Pop in. Actually trying to find his place as well onto the map. This is Zekken surrounded.
30 seconds.
1v3 right from behind. It's clinical stuff. They can really deliver something here, but Kesnet just overloads it again. Another ultimate denying that plant. No one's got onto this one. MV start to flood their way in. They've already won the road. They got a plant down in the middle of all of that somehow. Towards the back, Mazzino! No way. 4 kills, 1 more for the ace. Inspire gradually moving towards him. Inspire though creates the opportunity and now brings it into that 1v1. Snatch it back. Should have been an impossibility. Guessing as to where Zekken could be to pull by Zekken a bit of time, and the turn is a
defensive drones has been great.
There's no command. It's going to be Mazzino who leads the charge there. He's going to be dropped down to his knees. Potential for the resurrect as well. Updraft on the dash. Aspas is getting involved and getting in there still.
Good movement.
Yeah. Rossi making it nice and awkward and pop in. Holding down the choke point. 2 players removed. The near side is perfect. Heavy stack up MV. This is all in, a bit of a gamble at that. Crouched up, Mazzino's ready. Traders there in sight, and even though it's popped off, Vulnerable is still through. MIBR sidestepping, dancing around our Hunter's Fury, and just like that, popping. Left reeling, wondering how the hell do I win this? Position's already accounted for. Knife out. See you later. Good night. 13-7 for our opening map in this one. MIBR showing up.
A great opening map for a team with high expectations.
He's going to be running it, so it gives them those options to slow it down in the right places. Also speed up where necessary. Walking up slowly. Knife against the back, but now you see it double dash forwards as well. Good clearance towards a level of it. Extra announces himself. Taking down the final boss. Flash and a refight called for. Envy are just eager to get stuck into the mud with this one. It could get muddy at that. The blind on his side is picture perfect again. That sees connects. Tex gets 3. The double swing towards the end. There's a tempering, controlling of the pace that we were talking about. MIBR do it again, but they leave it into a 1v2 for Inspire. Double walking. He's holding the angle, anticipating it all to come to him.
What's that?
There's a lot of interesting stuff on Corrode.
The observers continue to find new things hidden around the map.
A moving delivery truck.
The salt mines. What are they harvesting?
I don't know. It can't be good for you though. It's everywhere.
It's the microplastics, man.
Yeah, well, we've already got that, so not too different.
Tex is falling early over here. See, if MIBR look to prioritize alt orbs, what's their objective in a round like this?
Yeah, farm up the orbs if you can. See what the setup might look like. See if you can overwhelm here, but Envy, plenty of bodies in the right places for this one, guessed it. God damn.
Gauge into Poppin's position. But
for mid, Tex is just open towards that. Kesnet taking a peek anyway. He knows that there's a second player. Tex now going to be squeezed. Oh my goodness. Kesnet, it's relentless. Just wants to keep going for a little bit more. Aspas, though, is a player that you do not want to take lightly. A lot of damage done. Rossi's weak. Poppin only has a judge. Still possibilities for MIBR.
He's missed Mazzino.
This jump spot will not catch Mazzino if he looks up, tucked close to the wall.
It is silent, but you're right. There's a big gap, and he didn't even see Aspas.
Or maybe potentially, no, he's seen them. Saturate though, there's a connection into the judge, and he's just off center with it. Equalizing to a 2v2, but again, look at that discipline. MIBR not willing to just run into this. Want to reload this one, he's low enough as it is. Players though, spotting him out. MIBR, well trained onto the angles, finding the right timings for it. Inspire's revealed his positioning. And now he's got a tough challenge ahead. 1v2, Mazzino. So fight taken, Aspas doesn't swing off the back of this one. A tap again, Aspas landing it. Off the line. Util going over. Hunter's Fury. This is going to be used to see if they can lead the charge into it. No command on top. A lot of ultimates, but no one's really stepping past this orb. Remains up. Will be falling now just because of that suppression emanating out. Poppin willing to help him out. Doubled up. Potential for the lineup, but Aspas! The res online. Pulls it back. He's out into the open. Needs a follow-up, and the flank is caught. It's explosive when necessary. Hexter in a 1v3 now. MIBR still holding it, watching for the repeat, wondering where he could be. Play still not crossed up. 8 at your feet. hot as anything. Mazzino is already banking on that MV play style of just being frantic, always trying to get active, involved. Kesnet, no real trade there. In fact, the saturate is good enough as well to really slow them down. So the punish doesn't go their way, 4v4, but MV players rapidly approaching now to positioning here over towards the A side. Looks like the end goal for MIBR, moving around. Kesnet still a bit of a menace, but he is in a sticky spot. Moving forwards, players behind and around everywhere to count. There's safety in numbers though, and MIBR have got it all under control.
How
he would have gone down to a single shot, but he's going to be backing up now, making sure the double played up. Instantly there. It's calm aim from Inspire. Almost felt like he had a chance in it, but this is their wheelhouse. They like to play like this. Sees and a flash is primed. Extra's ready for it alongside a Haunt. Whole lot of pressure, whole lot of presence. MV trying to go for this one here. Extra does manage it, at least with it, but the shots are whiffy. Needs to be some backup and follow up through. MIBR find their way through. In the end, there's a smoke to cut it up, and still with the rifles, they all just topple, cutting them down. Even when it feels like there's a chance, potential for Envy to get something going, MIBR always find a way back in. This is a bait and switch. They think it's just going to be Tex hiding into the corner. They want to take a chance to jump onto all of this one. But again, yeah, like I said, bait and switch. You don't expect it to be three players around the corner. Rossi trying to desperately apply that pressure, put down the smoke to see if he can delay and stall. There's going to be a drone at his back. Tag potential, convergent pass, locking it down, slowing them to a crawl. MV and Exter forced to respect it. Has to get the hell out of there. Rossi looking to see if he can contain a chance to take a fight. Dink through the wall, stepping up. And they're just taking turns with these fights. There's a lot of damage done. No clear kill, but there still could be a light at the end of the tunnel. Vulnerable into the corner. They've got coverage everywhere.
The team play is just so beautiful. Exter's left in a 1v3.
It's unreal. Exter making a go of it. Again, that damage done. Zekken finished off, snappy towards his head. Exter now brings it into that 1v2, but Verno going to be trying to play his life. A lot of bullets raining down, a lot of shock darts at his feet. 55 dart, bled out, they know he's not on it. Making him stew, making him question exactly where it's all going wrong.
And meanwhile, Zekken's giggling to himself with the rest of his team.
Yeah, he's with the rest of them. Flash re-clear. Spire's got himself a kill in the form of Tex dropping. Hold on, this is the best chance in a long, long while. Convergent pass. Hinders and slows. Dimensional Drift as well to clear one avenue of it. A lot of ultimates to use. Envy putting them to work for the final round of this half. Verno. No, not like this. Can't be doing it to him.
This has to be the round for Envy. They were in a 4v1. There's no chance MIBR are also taking this one down.
Spike.
Just how dangerous MIBR are into Link. It comes down to this 1v1, a 1v4. Verno! Oh, it's just fair.
That is an astonishing display of the individual talent. Look at these kills. Oh! They force the fight because they know where he is and they're triple swinging him.
Tex's job is just to hold down elbow control. He's going to be tested again. Short in form in terms of that util. It's just a dry peek and dry swing. Exter wants to have a go of things underhand with that flash again. Rifles though working out. 1 for 1. Paranoia, next level of it, nearsighted. Rossi chooses to commit. Rossi did get the one. Texto dominating. 4 kills, 8 bullets. Clears into the corner. Kesnet denies. Kesnet comes alive. Forwards again. Good chance for him. 1v1.
All reserves are running dry.
Refract active, operator in his hands, crouched up. That's a bullet to the chest. Kesnet is gone. Back to safety as well for Aspas. Has it. A lot of coverage in terms of his players that are ready to help him out. Exter wants to send it forwards anyway. Dimensional Drift. Again, piece together the direction of where this is going. Light speed up towards heaven. Rejoining the rest of them. Mazzino just trailing. He's caught into this corner though. Wants to take the fight and Exter plays right into his hands.
Aspas is going to have to be fairly slow on this retake. He's got an operator. His job just slowly clearing angles.
Make sure that they have that link control. Paranoia sweeps, drop down from Tex. He's into the corner. Verno looking for that 1v1. Got to know that. Yeah, it's just there. Betrayed by the barrel that was poking out to the corner. This retake still has some legs towards it. Time is ticking. Inspire, left alone, shot missed, going wide, needs to kill the planter, needs it now! And it all goes wrong here for MIBR. Might be gearing up to take a fight here, especially with that Prowler unnoticed. Aspas Push back up, doesn't have that refract popped off, but a light speed gets out of there, just off that initial pick. Zekken also with the reposition, shots are fired off, Zekken holding it down towards elbow. Absorbs most of that aggression, TP is going to be hurt there, Hunter's Fury into the corner, good tags, good connections. Rossi is left to his devices, left to do it all. But this time it's MIBR slamming at the show, I think. Expectations that they place on their own shoulders to try and get it done. Dash into your face, Kesnet. Eager to draw out a bit of this blood here, swinging out wide, Sheriff's with it. Barely anything to work with. Convergent parts. Aspas is trying to push this one. Operator in hand. Rest of his team to lead it. Flashed, blinded, sees is good. Trying to really swing out. Claim a couple of these kills. Brings it to a 2v2. Weapons are dropped down to the ground, but they don't want to go for it. Envy are looking to fight this one potentially forwards. They don't have the guns. It's being held. MIBR too predictable. They know exactly.
Around often ends in a B here.
That's held. As soon as there's signs of life, Util's going to be sent flying forwards. And that reveal, moving forwards, Inspire. He's leading the charge. Forwards is the call. Popping and him and south. This is over. Potentially in the blink of an eye. Second upgrade acquired. It's going to really have to be sharp in a spot like that, but overwhelmed by the Envy player.
Aspas can afford an operator, and there's full rifles available for everybody else. So Envy, most difficult round they've yet to win. They've done an incredible job at getting back into this one, though.
Yes! Come on! Yeah, this is going to be, again, pulling these MIBR players out and around, but with Rossi cleaned up so early. Envy going to be trying to rush into this one, but it might be to their own demise. Tex playing around it, adjust the aim, sharp. Locks on to the cranium, and now he's looking for a little bit more with support for the rest of the team. It crumbles at the finish line. Kesnet left to do it for them. One man in a 1v3.
He won an enormous round for them earlier on with a Bucky, but this one, even with the better weaponry, I think is looking much tougher. He doesn't have that position on site. He's not going to be overlooked. And the plant isn't down.
Rounds like this, when you're on the brink, the precipice of just dragging it to an extension, they're the most tantalizing. They rush into it and leave Kesnet in this spot, a 1v3. Repositions to main, but there's a smoker alive. That's it. Zekken locks off that lane. Kesnet forced to now take a peek through. Verno might have just spotted that one. Unsure of the angles. Refract's going to be fading. Needs to be sublime, needs to be unreal, near sight in, everything being cut away from him, many senses, but he has to rely onto the aim. Saturate is good, and Aspas a little bit better. MIBR, they take it 13-11, heavily tested, heavily bruised, but they do find it cleanly enough towards the end, 2-0.
That final half, I think Envy can be